Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another daily energy draw. Today we are using the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards. I want to say thank you guys for your donations. You enabled me to get this deck, which has long been on my wish list. If you would like to check out my wish list, it is available on Amazon. There's a link in the description box below under support this channel and these free collective readings. So I really appreciate your community. I really appreciate your support, your encouragement, and just everything that you share, everything that you do. So thank you guys so much. Really excited to use these cards. They are beautiful cards. A lot of new information coming through with regards to ascension in these readings, not just in the dailies, although we picked up on a lot of that new information coming through last week in the dailies. So make sure that you go back and you're checking out all of the dailies in the playlist. We have a full playlist here on the channel going back 2 years now. So do make sure that you're checking out the ones that you're called to. Trust your intuition. If you're called to a certain title or a certain description, there might be one that is a message that's there for you. But especially the past few weeks, we've been picking up on new information with regards to ascension and where we are going forward with ascension. So yesterday's daily was especially interesting, especially for me as a messenger. Especially interesting for what was coming forth as far as recognizing our connectedness, recognizing our divinity, recognizing the creation energy and all, and that really is what ascension is all about. So it's exciting stuff. It's exciting times. Yeah, so let's just see what we have for today. Let's see what the Angels of Atlantis want to say to us today. Spirit, what do you have to say for us today? Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. I want to cry. Give me a second. I feel like I just had an upgrade. I really do. I feel like I record all of these on I'm recording all of these on Sunday. I feel like the past few days I've gotten an upgrade because there is so much information that's coming through right now. We have the beautiful card Gabriel, and it's the card of balance, but what they're drawing me to is, I believe this is called the Vitruvian Man. This is Leonardo Da Vinci, and what they just said to me was Leonardo Da Vinci was the Renaissance man. He was ahead of his time, but the time is now. There is going to be, this is new for me, bear with me, I don't usually do predictions like this. This is what they're bringing forth, and I'm getting very emotional because it feels very strong, very loving, very tender, very true. What they're saying is Da Vinci was ahead of his time. It was for a purpose. It was for the purpose of now. Remember that you're multidimensional beings. Remember that time is nonlinear. As such, things that were occurring in the past, things that were being created in the past, was all for the purpose of the here and now. If you've been with me on this channel for a while, we've talked about this. We've talked about this for years, how everything is centered on the here and now, this present moment. Now, every point in time has a present moment, but we're talking about this specific time in time and space. Everything is pointing to this pivotal time because this is what creates, oh, what are they saying? It's like this pivotal space and point in time, this ascension journey that we're all on. This ascension is what, it's not what creates the future as far as, because every point in time creates a future, but it's like, it's just this energy of, I can't articulate it. This is why it's so important. It's so important for our future. It's so important for our future, this point of space and time. And what they're saying with Da Vinci's work is that he had to create it then for his own experiences, for his own, journey that he was experiencing in that point in time during the Renaissance. We've learned from him throughout these years, but we haven't grasped the true, we haven't grasped all the teachings. Give me a second. I want to get this before I start speaking. There's so much that's coming in right now. Okay. They're really calming my energy and soothing my energy because I'm getting frustrated with them. They're really soothing my energy so I can bring this forth. Okay. I'm going to start over here. We are multidimensional beings. We exist across space and time itself is a human construct. It is non-linear. What we think of as progression is just the human construct that we need to get through our human experience. But time is non-linear. The past is happening at the same time as the future and the present moment. But we're always creating new strands and new timelines for the future based on the past. It's all wrapped up into this one beautiful tapestry. I don't know how else to put it. This one beautiful tapestry. It's all wrapped up. So when we talk about bringing it back to this present point in time, why that's so important is because the past is done. At the same time, it's still being created. The future is not here yet. At the same time, it's still being created. You can rewrite the past by rewriting the Akashic Records. You can shift your future by where you are in your energy in the present point in time. That's why the present is truly all there is, because everything around the present moment is constantly being reshaped, reformed, revibrated. New vibrations is what they're saying. This present point in time, where we are in the ascension journey as a collective, is not without purpose. It is for a purpose. It is for a reason. And they're saying, listen to Monday's Daily, because that's what they were saying there, that it's all for a purpose. There is nothing that is without reason. Nothing that is without purpose. You were brought to this time and space for the collective ascension. Now, the present, we're going to be, because we're in the present, okay. Let's go to Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was ahead of his time. He was genius. He was channeling. He was bringing forth information from the higher realms, very attuned, very connected. He was bringing forth knowledge, wisdom, ideas from the higher realms into that point in time, which is known in our past of the Renaissance. It was needed in that point of time because it was needed for his experience, for his personal growth, for his personal experience, for whatever it was that he was going through as human embodiment at that time. It was also important because a lot of what he had brought forth as far as ideas, as far as teachings, as far as learnings, has helped us throughout the ages, throughout the centuries, to reach this point in time in our technology, in our wisdom, in our education, in our systems. A lot of what we have implemented now comes from Da Vinci. However, we've just barely scratched the surface, because in his teachings, in his work, is so much more than what we've understood up until this point. And what they're saying now is that because you are on the ascension journey, this point in space and time, right here, right now, because you are going through ascension, individually and as a collective, there is more that is going to be understood. There is more that's going to be brought forth that was brought forth in his teachings before that's going to be understood now. And they're bringing me again to the Vitruvian Man. This is not just about the body. This is about your multidimensional aspect. They're bringing forth the Merkaba. This is about who you are as soul, who you are as spirit, who you are truly in your divine right. There's so much more that is going to be uncovered and discovered as far as assisting us on the ascension process, to continue to assist us on the ascension process. And the more the planet ascends, wakes up and ascends collectively, the more we're going to be able to draw upon this past wisdom, these past teachings, this past guidance, and learn from it to assist us, not just with our own individual internal ascension, but to reshape the world as a whole. To redefine systems, to reshape the world and this new earth that we are creating, this new reality that we are creating. There's more information that we haven't scratched the surface as far as what we understood and understand about Da Vinci's teachings. And this is not just about Da Vinci, but they're also bringing forth Galileo. They're bringing forth Copernicus. They're bringing forth Plato. So a lot of philosophers, a lot of scientists, Newton, Tesla. There we have just scratched the surface on teachings, on guidance, on what we know. There's going to be more that is being brought forth. Interestingly enough, I think it was Monday's daily as well, where we talked about how when you read a book as a child, it's different than when you read a book as an adult, because you have a new understanding. You interpret things differently based on where you are in your journey. That's what this energy is. Because we are ascending, we've just scratched the surface. We're going to be understanding much more about what these guides, and they really are guides and ascended masters in their own right, we're bringing forth, we're channeling forth in their work. They were at that point in time in our past because we needed that to continue to evolve as a species, as humanity, as Earth. But now that we're going through the planetary ascension, there is more wisdom that is embedded in their work that is going to assist us in ascending and redefining structures, redefining new Earth, redefining our reality in a different way. Okay. And that's where the balance comes in. We're now bringing it into balance, because up until this point, up until ascension is all about that self-mastery. Ascension is all about that balance, the balancing of the polarities, the balancing of the masculine and feminine energies. Up until this point, society, Earth, the paradigm, the collective had been very imbalanced. But that's what ascension is. It's coming into that wholeness. And with that wholeness, we are reshaping everything. And there's going to be new wisdom coming through, new understandings coming through. Okay. Holy cow. Like I said, a lot of new information coming through for me. I usually, when I get downloads like that, I usually like to sit with it so that I can understand it for myself first and then deliver the message. But that was directly channeled. That came in real time as I'm recording this. So I'm going to leave this. I apologize that I struggled a little bit with translating it. I'm sure they're going to bring forth more energy about that as we go along. But that is brand new information for me, brand new information for you and for the collective, in real time, downloads in real time. So I'm really, really excited and curious to see what comes forth, but really, really amazing stuff. Okay. That's gonna be it. I need to take a minute. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and I'll see you tomorrow.